Rangers in Boston Friday afternoon, 1 p.m. on ABC. We'll be back with you Sunday night, 5:30 on MSG. Rangers game night, 6 o'clock. Rangers and the Islanders do it again. Stay tuned. Coming up next, Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame with John Giannone and Steve Valiquette. For Joe Micheletti, this is Sam Rosen. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
And this is the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. After a first visit to the New Island Barn, the visitors feast on a deeply depleted foe, and now the Rangers head to their Thanksgiving tables with a very full plate after a 4-1 win over the Islanders. Welcome into our Delta MSG studios, everyone. John Giannone alongside Steve Valiquette. It was a game at the beginning of the night when we talked about the 7 players in COVID protocol for the Islanders, 3 others out injured, that this was a game that the Rangers couldn't overlook. They did not overlook very many things.
You know, John, I wonder if last season this isn't a game the Rangers lose. And the reason why I say that is the bottom 6 was constructed differently last season. You would have had skilled players there trying to get points in a game like this, knowing they're playing against an inferior opponent, the Islanders, that are depleted. Then what happens is you end up on the wrong side of the puck too often, and those bottom 6 guys hurt you a little bit because they're taking risk into their game and they're not checking the right way and they're not playing hard in front of their net. This is a different look Rangers team. This is one of those nights where you get to see that this team can beat you on the ice, they can beat you in the alley, but they're going to do it in a way that makes it hard for you to play against them. I couldn't say that about this team last year, John. We saw 3 or 4 games in the first 25 games last season where we were, we should have won that game, and most of which was just not playing the right way. This team seems to have it right now, and it's interesting. I mean, you got to be kidding me with their record right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's unbelievable. 19
games at the Thanksgiving break. Rangers have lost 4 in regulation time. They are 12, 4, and 3. A remarkable turnaround, 10 points better than they were at 19 games last year after this 4-1 win. And once again, as we've said so often this season, the offensive catalyst, a guy who has never reached 30 goals in his NHL career, come close several times in the high 20s, Chris Kreider, now halfway to 30, and we haven't even played 20 games yet.
I mean, let that settle in. You're 15 goals in 19 games for Chris Kreider. Oh, my goodness. He's doing things that are so predictable for his teammates, and it's just a simple game, all right? When you watch the play, and it's a puck at the net, it's a recovered puck. Now, Strome is there first. He knows his role. He has to get the puck back. He's got to get it back. It's got to get back to the point. And now Panarin and Fox, they're up top, which really allows Strome the time because there's delay from Fox to let Strome get into his spot, but also Kreider to get away from coverage in front and show his blade. There's a wide open lane here. He's got plenty of room to get his stick open. And whether that puck goes in or it creates offense on the other side of the net, that's a very difficult puck to control if you're Varlamov. And the play between Kreider's legs here on his second of the night, he knows he has to get to the back post there, John. His job with him skating that quickly opens up that lane.
And now you can count on one finger the amount of players in the NHL as we speak who have scored more this season than Chris Kreider, and that's Leon Draisaitl of Edmonton. Chris Kreider and Alex Ovechkin have the same amount of goals this season. Andrew Mangiapane in that group as well. So those 2 goals for the Rangers were the first and the last of the night from Chris Kreider. They were bridged by 2 other goals, and they were scored by a line in which Gerard Gallant tells them on a nightly basis, go forth, pun intended, and multiply. And they did tonight because the same guy on the 4th line got 2 goals and was assisted by the same guy both times.
The construction of this team during the offseason was questioned because of the way the Rangers lined up against the Islanders last season as well as the Washington Capitals. This is a step forward for the group, seeing the way they've performed on the forecheck. We didn't see this last year. Come on. There was none of this. And Reeves is a force. He has you looking over your shoulder. He's got great support from Rooney as well as Gaudreau, especially down the middle of the ice. Now, here's Gaudreau, right? He knows his assignment, John. He knows who he is. He knows how to play the game the right way. And he's going to get support from Rooney and Reeves. And everybody just runs their routes now because there's plenty of support. They've got 3 guys up against 2. And Reeves funnels this puck into space. And this allows the play off of Rooney's stick now from Reeves not to be controlled again. Gaudreau, backdoor. and you see Rooney here right on the back post. I mean, these guys are causing confusion for the opposition. They're celebrating like this because they are doing all the hard work that adds up to the result on the other end of the ice. And you talk about being able to go from one side of the ice to the other in the full 200.
Wow.
This play right here, come on. That is Artemi Panarin making that pass. And better than the goal and better than the pass is the celebration afterwards. You want to know the guys going nuts right now? They are going absolutely banana sandwich because Ryan Reeves makes a play that nobody expects him to make, and it's fun. That is what pure joy looks like. To have a guy on your fourth line make a play like that. Looks like a first liner, but he does it the right way all the way up the ice.
Couple reasons to celebrate that goal. It came 20 seconds after the Islanders had made it 2-1. Another reason, Kevin Rooney's played 168 NHL games, never before had 2 goals in a game. Ryan Reeves has played 701 NHL games, never before had 2 assists in the game. So a lot of reasons to celebrate, and there was the visible result. All right, so the rest of it was really left to Igor Shesterkin, who wasn't overly tested tonight, but was still super solid against the team that he knew and everybody else knew he had never beaten before in 5 tries last year. His night is part of our Liberty Mutual Insurance crease coverage.
And John, I think the hard part about his night is actually just knowing that he has to deliver a win. All of the pressure is on the starting goaltender of the favored team. He has to deliver a win in a game knowing that, again, the Islanders are as depleted as they are. They're missing 7 players. I have to deliver a win. So now you've got to fight traffic all night. The Islanders did not make it easy on him. There was a lot of tough saves at the net where traffic and players were on him. He controlled the puck well. He sealed the bottom of the ice well. He was big over the screen. And there were instances and chances where he had to stand tall. You see him right here with this open look. The glove save at the end of the second period, and then being able to play one-on-one situations where his team gave him the responsibility to take the open man with this open look. Traffic didn't stop in the third period, right until the bitter end. I mean, it's a 4-1 score, but I thought he was sharp throughout. You're just spoiled watching this guy play. I mean, every night. Tonight was a clinic on looking over the screen, managing traffic, and absorbing the puck. I could show those clips at a hockey school all summer to young goaltenders and say, this is how it's done in the NHL. Shesterkin has the best save percentage in the NHL through screens.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah. 20 saves for Shesterkin, now 10 wins. Only Frederik Andersen of Carolina has more as we speak in the NHL.